The station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Tonight on DC News Now at 9, we're learning the fate of two DC officers involved in a deadly moped crash 2 years ago. The jury deliberating for days, finally reaching a decision this evening. We're live just ahead with that verdict.
Plus, from the front lines of a war to the nation's capital, history was made in Washington, D.C. today. The significant show of bipartisan support for Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky.
And brace yourself, a massive winter storm already wreaking havoc all across the country. The options you need to take right now before your flight gets canceled.
Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now at 9. I'm Tasmin Mahfouz.
I'm Chris Flanagan. A triple-demic inflation now throwing a winter storm into the mix. You can say the holidays, they're off to a pretty rough start.
Yeah, this Christmas will be the coldest in DC, guess what, in 22 years. And hey, if you're traveling to an even colder state this week, just brace yourself. You got flight delays, cancellations, and icy roads. All a big concern.
Yeah, we have live team coverage tonight. Marielle Carbone at Reagan National Airport with the holiday travel rush.
Yeah, but first we want to get a breakdown of that forecast with our chief meteorologist, Janessa Webb. And Janessa, you're seeing some big changes even the past couple of minutes.
Oh, yeah, we've actually seen the expansion of blizzard warnings now touching down in Chicago. And so Chicago has really been my bullseye zone since last week, noticing the center of circulation, which is happening right now out towards Oklahoma, about to make its way into Oklahoma. And then this storm system is going to make a good turn to the north and head up towards the Midwest. That is the area, if you are traveling across greater Cleveland to the Great Lakes, Chicago, Minneapolis, currently seeing blizzard warnings going into place along with winter storm warnings, and that's going to continue across that area here as we head into the next couple of hours. Now, winter weather alerts across the district. Winter storm warning for Cumberland, Garrett County, almost kind of like a similar situation that we dealt with last week, but now winter weather advisories, they're starting to expand across the Shenandoah Valley into Hagerstown, Frederick, Maryland as well. So all of this starts to really rev up by tomorrow morning around 5 a.m. You're start to notice a big time difference in the weather pattern. Now we are actually adding on a flash flood watch that will take place throughout tomorrow afternoon. It's for the districts surrounding counties because we have a good amount of rain accumulation. That's going to be the primary issue going into tomorrow afternoon. So you have many components and elements to this storm system. Not getting too ahead of ourselves. First, let's focus on the rainfall. That's going to be really the big weather story tomorrow morning across the district into your mid-afternoon, and then our higher terrain areas will watch that wintry mix. Now, temperatures is kind of the secondary story as we go into your Friday. So we have another 24 hours to prepare for this situation where many locations, they are going to drop nearly 30 to 35 degrees in less than an hour period as we go into Friday morning. We'll look at that coming up, guys.
Janessa, thank you. So the winter weather is expected to impact all types of holiday travel, whether you're driving.
Yeah, certainly, that's right, or flying as well. DC News Now's Marielle Carbone live tonight at Reagan National Airport for us. And Marielle, this is really the last day to get out before the storm impacts our area.
Yeah, that's right. And over the last few hours that we've been here, things have been moving pretty smoothly. So the travelers we spoke to, they aren't stressed because they are getting out early. That will likely not be the case if you're flying tomorrow or Friday.
A lot of hustle and bustle, people going places. You know, they want to get to where they're going.
But this year, that hustle and bustle of holiday travel includes some extra hurdles. A winter storm sweeping across the country.
A lot of traffic coming in. So I'm thinking people probably change their flights to leave today.
Winter weather is expected to wreak havoc on holiday travel as Arctic air moves from the northwest to the central and eastern parts of the country over the next few days. Luckily for Teresa Weizak, who is traveling to New York, it's smooth sailing today.
I knew I was going to beat the storm, so I was pretty confident that I would be okay.
Airlines are issuing advisories and anticipating cancellations.
So far, so good. We're headed to Atlanta, and we have not had any delays scheduled.
American Airlines has a travel alert in place for people flying to roughly 30 different cities. And Delta is issuing weather waivers for its affected customers.
We got the message that, we were on time, so I know we didn't get delayed or anything like that.
Kennedy Reed and Nyjah Packer are in the clear today. But as for their flight to Jamaica in a few days,
We're going to hope for the best.
And we were delayed leaving Dallas as well, so we were bolting through the airport.
Carrie Fletcher made it to D.C. Her concern now, what'll happen back in Texas when those frigid temperatures move in.
We had a freeze 2 years ago. It put people out of power. We didn't have heat and water for up to 4 days.
All right, so if you are traveling over the next few days, you'll definitely want to check in with your airline before you get to the airport. We know that JetBlue is already waiving those change fees if you need to change your flight. So are other airlines like United, and we mentioned Delta. So certainly check in with that airline to see what's available for you if you are affected by this weather. Reporting live from the airport tonight, I'm Ariel Carbone, DC News Now.
Mariel, thanks. So if your flight get canceled, now what? Well, first off, see if you can rebook on another flight. And if tickets are available, get them quickly because they might be in high demand. If you cannot rebook, you are entitled to a refund. They may come in the form of credits or travel vouchers. If the airline tries to refuse, you can file a complaint with the Department of Transportation. And if you're looking ahead and think your flight may be canceled, see if the airline has already issued a travel waiver. Those allow you to rebook in the same flight class without any extra fees.
Now we're following breaking news right now. Fairfax County police officers are on the scene of a crash involving a pedestrian. So this is a live look at Route 1 in the Memorial Heights area. We're told the pedestrian is in the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Southbound lanes are closed at South Gate until further notice. We'll keep you updated. And also developing tonight at 9, a former D.C. police officer is now looking at spending decades in prison. A federal jury convicted him of second-degree murder late this afternoon in connection with the deadly chase that happened over 2 years ago. Dave Laval joins us live in the studio with the latest. And Dave, what can you tell us at the top of this hour?
Tusmeen, 20-year-old Karan Hilton Brown died in October 2020 as police chased him while he rode a moped. Federal prosecutors charged 2 officers in the case, but only one actually faced murder charges. Among the other crimes, obstruction of justice.
You good? No, he's bleeding heavy.
Reaction from Metro police officers as they assess the injuries to Karan Hilton Brown after they chased him on his moped for more than 10 blocks. The pursuit ended on Kennedy Street Northwest when Hilton Brown came out from an alley and a civilian driver hit him. Hilton Brown died from his injuries 2 days later. Protests took place around the city. Federal prosecutors charged former officer 38-year-old Terrence Sutton with second-degree murder. They also charged him and another former officer, 54-year-old Andrew Zabowski, with obstruction of justice and conspiracy to obstruct.
Where'd that car go?
Jurors found the 2 men drove their squad car with disregard for Hilton Brown's safety. Plus, the men conspired to hide the circumstances of the crash from investigators, according to the U.S. Justice Department.
Make it make sense.
Sutton could spend up to 40 years in prison for the second-degree murder conviction. Both men are looking at 20 years each for obstruction and 5 years for conspiracy. A sentencing date has not yet been scheduled. Chris?
Dave, thank you. Developing right now. 301 days into the war against Russia, Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky makes a surprise visit to the White House. It is his first known visit outside the war-torn country since that invasion started. He tells President Biden there will be no compromises in the path to peace with Russia. D.C. correspondent Raquel Martin has more on the landmark meeting.
In a rare joint session of Congress, tonight President Zelensky makes a direct plea to lawmakers.
Your money is not charity. It's an investment in the global security and democracy.
President Joe Biden welcomed Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky to the White House with open arms Wednesday.
It's an honor to be by your side.
10 months into a brutal war against Russia, President Biden is pledging another $1.85 billion in additional military aid to Ukraine. That includes new funding for high-tech air defense technology.
Something that will strengthen our air defense significantly. This is a very important step.
Following a closed-door meeting to discuss more aid, President Biden promised to continue to support Ukraine.
To ensuring that the brave Ukrainian people can continue to defend their country against Russian aggression, as long as it takes.
Congress also appears ready to send more funds to Ukraine.
The single worst thing we can do right now is give Putin any signal that we are wavering in our commitment.
Continuing our support for Ukraine is morally right.
The Senate is poised to pass a federal funding bill that includes nearly $50 billion to help their war effort. But some Republicans are signaling bumps ahead in next year's Congress.
I think the United States is sending a message that is unsustainable. I mean, it's really out of control.
Missouri Senator Josh Hawley says Europe, not the U.S., should be footing the bulk of the bill.
They need to take the lead.
And the Ukrainian president had plenty of supporters around the district today. They, along with Zelensky, showed their appreciation for all the U.S. has done to help Ukraine in their war with Russia. A professor from the University of Maryland was there telling us he thinks the U.S. is doing a great job of supporting Ukraine, but that it needs to continue.
I think it's very important because the United States provides really strong support, absolutely crucial support for Ukraine, and it must continue. It's very important to continue this very strong American support until Ukraine wins the war.
And the U.S. has given over $50 billion to Ukraine as their war now nears a 10-month mark.
Happening now, a water main break impacting businesses in Northwest D.C.'s Farragut Square. Crews are making the repairs on L Street between 18th and 19th Streets. At least 5 large businesses all will be without water for the next 8 hours. Drivers may need to use an alternate route as well.
And Santa is spreading holiday cheer to deaf and hard of hearing children in Maryland. Take a look. Mr. Claus paid a special visit to kids at the Gaylord National Resort in Fort Washington last weekend. Here you're about to see him signing to the kids, saying families, this is an experience that they will never forget.
Wow, having a deaf Santa Claus here is amazing. Growing up, I didn't have access to communication, but I would see Santa. So I would come and visit Santa, and to see this one be deaf and use American.
Yeah, and I saw a longer video of that online. It's just so touching to see how it impacts them in that moment.
Yeah, and that is so important.
Yeah.
Great to see.
All right, and take a look at this. A van making deliveries catches fire. What we know at this hour.
I don't get very emotional all the time, but I felt numb inside.
Well, the brother of a Prince George's County man shot and killed at a gas station in shock tonight. Why he believes his brother was targeted in the carjacking. You're watching DC News Now at 9, covering the news where you live from Washington, D.C. to West Virginia. Stick around. We're back with more news and weather right after this.